Hello, friends and family. I hope y'all are doing well. I made a video, but for some reason it would not upload last week. So we're going to try this again. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, September 7th, and wanted to give y'all an update on how Deja is doing. I'm out here getting my Sunday walk before Oman service starts. But the last 2 weeks, things have been very lovely. Us having a break from each other. When I got back home, things have just been much calmer, much more peaceful. I'm so glad because I don't do chaos, and neither does Deja or Ava. Things have been really, really nice. Deja physically is feeling a lot better. She hasn't had any hard headaches. It's been over a week. She had a minor headache, I think it was 2 days ago. And I think that's because the doctors are tapering her off of the steroid medication that she's been on. The steroids have been rough for her as far as the side effects. Initially, when she started taking them, they made her very aggressive. And they're known for kind of altering someone's personality. They do help with the headaches, but yeah, it's rough. I'm trying to think what other symptoms that she's had with it. Oh, she's starting to notice her face is getting a lot more puffy. So that's been bothering her. And actually, all of this puffiness, they call it a steroid face, but it makes you just look like your face looks swollen, kind of chubby. I think it looks cute. I think she looks so adorable. She has little chipmunk cheeks now. So I think she just looks so cute, but it has been bothering her the last couple of days. But like I said, the doctors are tapering her off of the steroid so that hopefully she won't have any more headaches. But personality-wise, she'll feel a little better because they do make her feel really emotional. But that's just part of the territory. With this diagnosis, most people who are going through cancer treatments, they end up on a steroid. So yeah, I think she will be completely done with the steroid by the end of next week. So the prayer is that she won't have any more headaches, but if she starts to have them bad, headaches again, they will have to put her back on the steroid. So we're just going to see and believe God for the best because we know that He is a healer, okay? But yeah, she's just been in a really good headspace. She's been growing closer to God, growing in her faith. One of her sweet friends, he sent her a Jesus Calling devotional. So she's been in her devotional before bed and when she wakes up. And then she's working with a naturopathic provider who helps with all of the emotional side of healing. They had an appointment last Monday, and oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I feel like I have my child back. She's just been a completely different person, in such a good way. They worked on a lot of, emotional release and just addressing all the things that she's been carrying. This provider does brain tapping. That's a whole nother video, but if you want to look up brain tapping, it's amazing for emotional healing and emotional health, mental health. So I'm really, really glad she got blessed with 1 month of free sessions with this provider. So that's amazing. And yeah, Dr. Janine K, she's incredible. I will try to remember to put her information maybe in the comments section or something if someone's in the Dallas area and also wants to work with Dr. K. She is top tier. Wow. I feel like I'm going to have my own sessions with her, once things kind of calm down a little bit. But yeah, definitely love that Deja is doing her part to get in the ring and fight cancer from every angle. Physically, nutritionally, emotionally. Um, it's really beautiful to see the growth, because y'all know I was feeling a little uneasy, unsure about her dedication to healing herself. For probably the first month, I was just like, Lord, there's only so much I can do. And God told me, probably, has it been 3 weeks? Maybe it's just been 2 weeks, that I needed to take 10 steps back. Like, because I am, I need myself, but God wanted me to take 10 steps back so that He could do what He needed to do in her life. And I've been obedient. Realistically, I've maybe taken 7 steps back, but I'm working on getting to 10. But just in this short amount of time, really like probably 2 weeks, like I have seen Him move in her life in such an amazing, amazing way. And I just give Him all the glory. I give Him all the praise. It's amazing what God can do when we get out of the way. And of course, everything has to be in divine timing, because there are some things that I still need to do, for her, with her. Chemo has been known for giving people like chemo brain, which can cause like forgetfulness, like brain fog. And so she was exhibiting those type of symptoms, I would say maybe 3 weeks ago. That's kind of gotten better. There are still some little things that I have to remind her about. But I don't know if it's like, the chemo brain fog, or if she just doesn't want to do it. But I have found peace in letting her be accountable for what things that she should be doing, but she isn't doing for whatever reason. I'm taking the responsibility off of my shoulders and putting it, back on her. And reminding myself that this is her journey, not mine. And that's really important, just for my own well-being. I started feeling like under the weather probably a week ago. And I think just because I was trying to carry way more than I need to be carrying in this situation. And, like stress can lower your immune system, right? And so I'm trying to do better of staying in my lane, keeping, myself active, keeping myself busy. I haven't been as social as I probably need to be, but I'm slowly coming around. I think I've just kind of been to myself and just trying to just stay centered and grounded as much as I can without leaning on people outside of myself and God. Because for a minute there, I was just like, oh my God, I just feel so overwhelmed. But man, when the peace of God breathes on you, it makes everything feel lighter. And I'm very, very, very glad. Again, just like me being obedient to taking some steps back. I'm trying to think. Deja's been, y'all, she has been in the kitchen, okay? Like when she has the energy, girlfriend is in the kitchen. She is learning how to cook from scratch. She's been doing a lot of research on the food industry, on the dairy industry. Like last night, it was like 10 o'clock and she was up making homemade granola. I love it. She's just like, it's literally night and day from where she was at 5 weeks ago, where she was like trying to argue with somebody about sugar and about all the junk food that she was addicted to, which is very common. People will act a fool about something that they are in a chokehold about. And a lot of times it's food and alcohol and other unhealthy, habits. But she has let all that go. She realizes now the danger of certain foods, certain chemicals that are put in food, certain additives, and girlfriend is like on it, okay? So she made some homemade granola last night. One thing I will say about the steroids, they make you very hungry. So she is like, I joke with her, I'm like, you've been big backing for like 2 weeks. She is hungry all day long, like straight up infant hungry every 2 hours. Um, but yeah, she's in a really good place. Chemo is on Wednesday, September 10th. So if you have your Team Deja shirt, feel free to wear that. Take a selfie, send it to me or to her, and so she knows that she's not alone. Even though in the chemo infusion room she has to be back there by herself, I can go back there for like 5 minutes. But yeah, so if you guys want to, send her an encouraging message, Wednesday morning, she starts at 9 o'clock. I'm sure she would love to hear from you. So yeah, chemo 2 is coming up. And then unless God says otherwise, she'll have 4 more rounds of chemo after this. So September 10th, October 1st, and then on my birthday, October 22nd. And then I think the next one is November 9th or something like that. So she'll be done by the end of the year, praise God. And then she'll take a little break. We'll do a little traveling. Then she'll have her mastectomy, take a little break from that, or after that. And then she will do her reconstruction. And then, she'll be cancer free by then, or in remission, in the name of Jesus. And she will just continue, these lifestyle changes. She's very much on board and understands that these are the lifestyle changes that she's making are for life. She has to eat an anti-cancer diet, an anti-inflammatory diet for the rest of her life. And I just love this deep dive that God has her on about food and about nutrition, because she's kind of putting me where I'm like, oh, I need to challenge and upgrade my vegan lifestyle, because there are some things that I'm a little lenient on. And she's like, yeah, no, you should not be having that. That is not anti-inflammatory. And I love it. It's a little overwhelming at times, especially when I'm at work and she's like, oh my God, this amazing discovery. And I'm like, girl, put it in a note. I'll read it later. I can assure you I probably already know. But I'm just excited. She's very much a lot more lonely than normal. She's realizing just a lot, about her friendships. And I've encouraged her to join a small group with young adults at the church that she's been going to. And maybe she can meet more like-minded friends who are just living a calmer life. And so we're praying that she will, connect with more people who are in their, mid-20s, who love the Lord and who are health conscious. And so I'm really believing that God will send the right people into her life. She desires that. She really needs that. And it's on its way. But yeah, that is it. That is the update. Thank you guys for continuing to pray for Deja, to pray for our household. Things are getting better and better every day. We're all feeling a lot more hopeful every day. And appreciate y'all's prayers. The GoFundMe is still going. She finally told her job that she will not be coming back. And so she does want to be able to make some money, but it has to be something that's stress-free and that's not going to put her at risk of, all the junk that's going around. I was thinking maybe she could go work at a plant store, like a plant nursery, because that's very calming and she loves plants. So we're just hoping for those open doors. In the meantime, I appreciate people who are donating to the GoFundMe to help take care of her monthly expenses. Trying to get her car paid off is number one priority. That way she can reduce that bill, and then she can, just switch her car to liability or something. So we're working on that. And yeah, like maybe like a part-time job where she can just do like 2 days a week, something real calm. So yeah, or online. Like even if she had an online job, if anybody knows any places that are like flexible online jobs, send them our way. Drop them in the comments or text me. But yeah, that's how things are going. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon.